Hey everybody, Erik here, back with another unboxing. Unfortunately, this was one that I'd been waiting for because Dave and I were supposed to do it together, but given the current circumstances and the social distancing and shelter-in-place things that are going on, I have the product here and Dave is at home. So you have to deal with just me today with this one. But following New York Toy Fair, the kind people at Lego via Amy Corbett and the people at GOLIN Public Relations set us up with some Lego product after our tour of the Lego booth, which was super cool of them, and they are dots. So we have here a dots bracelet. It comes with 33 pieces of texture bits and a blank flexi bracelet. If you follow Amy Corbett on Instagram, which you absolutely should, Brickmaster Amy, you'll see she's wearing this often, and you can make up your own patterns. So this is going to be kind of a split thing. What we'll do is we'll do a little bit of a description here, and then we'll switch angles and we'll actually build a little bit, which will be fun. Dave isn't totally missing out on this, by the way, because Dave is home and may have just finished the Batmobile, but yeah, he's working on the Batmobile, which is super cool. The other thing they sent us too is this Lego Dots jewelry stand kit. So not only can we build a bracelet, but we can build a jewelry stand for it. And you can see it looks like it's actually the one that we saw at Toy Fair, the cloud with the rainbow waterfall. So this has 213 pieces in it. As you can see on the back, tons and tons of different options. So, you know, we'll mess around with this today, and then we'll see. I'm sure my daughter will eat this up, but we'll see. So ages 6 and up. So it is one for the older kiddos. And you know, as Amy told us at Toy Fair, this is for the more craft minded. So, you know, a lot of thought went into these to kind of make these 2D patterns. As she mentioned on the podcast when we did speak to her, a lot of the pieces are repurposed, so there aren't that many new shapes. They're all things that were already existing kind of within the Lego world. So really excited to see what kind of patterns we could do with this. Back of the package here, you know, not too much in terms of information, you know, just kind of tells you that, you know, create your own designs. And that's the whole idea with this. So Lego has, at the heart of it, has always been about creating, but oftentimes by following instructions. I mean, they do have some of the kits where there's different variations and you can build several different kits with one kit, but this is really open-ended. This is meant to be your own design. Now they do have suggestions, of course, on the front. So this being the Lovebirds edition of the bracelet, you could see that there are some patterns that are very fowl-like in their appearance. So let's, you know what? Why am I still talking? Let's flip it around and let's build some Legos. All right, so we're gonna switch to the angle that my brother hates. Hands, creepy hands. So we're just gonna do a little bit of the build here. Yeah, I'm not gonna belabor it too much, but let's take a look at the bracelet first because it's smaller. So, now again, these are intended to be more craft related. I believe they said that these could even be found at craft stores like Michael's or Joann Fabric. They were particularly excited about Joann Fabric. So as you can see, the bracelet comes just on a cardboard back here. It is a nice silicone, you know, very, very soft. I don't even know if this will fit on my wrist. It should. I kind of have dainty wrists, so. Oh yeah, this will fit, no problem. No problem. Look at that. Boom. All right, I kind of like it just plain. But anyway, let's spill it out here. So there's a second little pocket in here. So inside the bag there are two sleeves. There we go. All right. Okay, spill these guys out here. Now let's see. I'm a very meticulous Lego builder, so I like to make sure that I have all of my pieces kind of separated out here, like for like. I promise you, I will not make this super boring. Let's see, we got some eye pieces here. Oh, we got an eye, got some pink. The colors are really cool. They're almost this like, I don't know if you can really tell in the video, but they're almost this like pastel color, which is kind of neat in terms of Legos, because you know, you usually think of those kind of hard colors, or I shouldn't say hard colors, colder or cooler colors, like the blues, the greens, the reds, you know, kind of those classic brick colors, whereas these have a little bit more softness to them, which is neat. You can see that they do all make, if you put 4 of them together, if I can with my sausage fingers here, you get a nice circle. So that is one of the patterns that you can make, or you can make kind of like these half moons. Very cool. So let's finish getting these separated out here. I'm trying to figure out how they've determined how many you get of each variety. Haven't quite gotten there yet, but let's see. And then you do have these circular shapes with hearts on them. There's another eyeball. All right, cool. So we're all nulled out here. And I'm gonna do, you know what, I'm gonna try to recreate, because I am a follow the instructions type of builder, very much so. So they have a nice feeling when they pop onto the, because I mean, these are Lego sized pegs, obviously, you know, your typical Lego sized peg, but they're soft. They have this kind of silicone nature to them. So I'm gonna build this bird at the top here. I also am a bird guy. So I grew up having birds as pets, as somebody who's allergic to dogs, which sucks royally, but I've always been a fan of birds. So you can see really quickly there that the bird shape kind of comes right together. Let me turn him around so that he's not upside down. There you go. So you see that bird shape comes right together. And you know what? I'm gonna put a big green circle under him. All right, and let's see. Have to remember, keep talking over building the Legos. All right, so we got a little circle under him, and I'll just show you how some of the other little pieces fit in here, and then we'll pop open the jewelry stand. And let's see. Like this, and like this. There we go. Looks good. And then you know what? We'll get the jewelry box open, and we'll take a look at that. All right, and lastly, of course, we have the Dots jewelry stand. So as you can see, Dots jewelry stand. So I'm gonna open this kind of as carefully as I can here. So I'm gonna try to keep as much of the box intact. So let's see, we got a little piece of tape here. Let's slip this guy open. Carefully. There we go. That way we can just slide this guy out. What's really neat about this is you can see everything is kind of individually bagged, but this will work. As you can see, it's sealed pretty tightly. This will work great as a carrying case for all of the individual, you know, Dots pieces. So I'm not gonna do too much of a build on this. You know, as usual with Lego, you get the nice instruction manual. It gives you some ideas here. You know, gives you your normal instruction manual build stuff. Gives you some pattern ideas. Kind of tells you explore your own path there and kind of pick your own. And we have a second one here. Let's see what the second one. Okay, so the second one's just kind of your normal catalog. Shows you the other things that are available, things that you can get. from LEGO as part of this series. We saw some of these on at Toy Fair. So we saw the pineapple pen holder. This is this current build. It looks like there's also another small animal one. So definitely some options out there. You get a nice big center piece here, which allows you access to the bigger pieces. And then, of course, you know, some of the individual smaller pieces. This looks like it's kind of the bulk of the build here, where you can actually build the towers. And yeah, so this is a neat set. You know, definitely a lot that you can do with here. More of the same, those kind of smaller pieces that we saw with the bracelet. Everything, of course, as per LEGO, you know, with the line, everything is interchangeable. So if you wanted more or less of those pieces, you know, some different colors on your bracelet, you know, this is a kind of choose your own adventure sort of thing. And they, you know, they really are kind of stressing that with this line, that this is a craft-based line, and that, you know, they want you to experiment with patterns and the shapes and the colors and come up with whatever you can come up with, and use the old noggin there. You know, this is interesting in terms of, you know, the things that LEGO has done in the past. This really is kind of more open-ended than some of the other things that they put out there, and I think this is great. And, you know, when we spoke to Amy about this at Toy Fair, she was very excited to see what people can do. And if you follow her, again, Brickmaster Amy, if you follow her on Instagram, she's always showing some of the new things that she's doing, the active things that she's doing while wearing her bracelets, and, you know, the things that she's creating with dots. So all in all, super cool set. Thank you so much to the folks at LEGO and at GOLIN Public Relations for sending this over. Super cool to get our hands on this. And thank you again so much to LEGO, and definitely check out Dots.